What's that? You want to see someone install and run totally untested code on their Christmas tree? Wow, have I got some good news about how I'm spending my Monday night. So in my video about the 500 LED Christmas tree that I made, I said if people send in some code, I would try and run it. And there were several caveats that went with that. A lot of people have sent in code. So I thought I'd film myself spending an evening running the code. So there were several deals which were, so I said you can't have any supplementary files, which I think I've stuck to. There's one where someone said it syncs with my music, and so I've got that lined up. We'll see what happens. I said I'm not going to install anything extra, and I haven't. I suspect that's going to take a lot of things out just by, because I checked through the code to make sure there's nothing malicious in there. I think that might take out a few. And I said I'm not going to be debugging it. So I honestly, we were sent in on the order of, I would say, 60 bits of code. So I suspect the vast majority are not going to run, and I'm very sorry. I wish I could spend longer debugging it, but I cannot. So anyway, let's do it. So by the way, it's now like early January. This tree is just falling apart. Like if I just touch it, it's just, the needles are just crumbling off it. If I give that a good shake, it would be a totally bare tree. So this has to happen now or never. And then after this is done tomorrow, the tree is going to become mulch. There you are, as much as I have enjoyed it. And the LEDs we put away for another day. So here we go. So that was my random plain code that I was running there. I've just stopped it. And what you can see now in front of me here, that's the terminal window I have open, which is SSH to the Raspberry Pi over there. So you can see what's going on. That's the whole deal. So there you go. And I'm now in a folder called Viewer Code. And if I list all the files in Viewer Code, there you go. So that's it's kind of what we're dealing with here. So I'm going to run those bits of code one at a time, and we'll see what happens. It's only fair, I think, to start with some of my code. So the very first thing we're going to run, this is my original spin program. There you go. Just to show you, everything is still working. The tree is working fine. You can see I've just got a plane which rotates as well as going up and down. The center of rotation goes up and down very gently, and you get this fantastic effect. So the way this works is we're going to go through all the files in alphabetical order. We play it for a while. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, we go on to the next file. If it does work, we marvel at it. Eventually we get bored. I do a keyboard interrupt, which stops it in its tracks. And then I've rigged up a hotkey, which blanks the tree and then loads up the command for the next one. And the first one out of the rank is called baubles. So the off.py500, that is just my code telling every single LED to turn off. There are 500 LEDs. Don't know why I wrote it that you can change the number of that turn off, but I did. And so I run that because otherwise the LEDs, they just stay the color. As long as they got power, they will persistently be that color. And so you've got to actively tell them to stop doing that. And so that's what I've done. So here we go. First one, out of the ranks, baubles.py, and away. Min angle is not defined. Very sorry. I'm going to count that as not running. Someone forgot to define their minimum angle. We're moving on to boids.py. All right. No module named Opengl. Well, I haven't got Opengl. Oh. Okay. This is going to be the exception, not the rule. Pip install. Let's just have a quick look if we can install Opengl. So if you're not familiar with Pip, it's a great thing that if you've got something's not installed in the computer and Python's like, I haven't got that thing. You just pip install it and this program goes away, has a look. If it finds it on the internet, it'll bring it back. And there you go, successfully installed. Okay, so now, Boids, whoever wrote Boids, you're lucky. No, still not happy. Okay, we're not doing that again, I'm sorry. I should have stuck with my no debugging, no installing anything policy. So anyway, okay, so up next, bouncing light.py. Pixels is not defined. Okay, up next, Dance of the Tannenbaum. Wow. No module named Matt plot. I didn't promise I had that. Oh my god. This is better not be dirtycode.py. That's terrifying. No module named MPL toolkits. Well, how about that? Wow, this video is going to be over a lot faster than I expected. Whoa! It's working! Someone sent in working code. It's just blinking. Oh, blink with different colors. Oh, it's describing what it's doing. Oh my goodness. Blink with a sine function? Oh, there are sine waves coming down, I guess. That's lovely. Hey, whoever wrote, what is this? Fanimator. I think they emailed. I think actually that one was on GitHub and it was emailed to me. Look at that. It's got waves going through this way now. Oh my goodness, that's lovely. Using a general function to do a selection of colors on X. There you go. And it says what it's doing. Oh my goodness. I was getting nervous there, given the first, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 5 did nothing. I'm very sorry to the people who put the effort into writing those bits of code. I'm very, very sorry they didn't run. Fanimator. It's come through with the goods. Wow. Wonder how long this goes on for. A linear wave interpolated with multiple colors. That's really nice. Look at that one go. Oh my goodness, it just cycles through the different effects. I don't want to choose a favorite, but Fanimator is an early number 1. I don't know if I want to stop this. We got a lot more to get through. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to stop. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna have to stop it. A square wave on spherical coordinates using coordinates transformer. That's great. A little stroboscopic, but awesome. I probably would not be allowed to leave that running just in the corner of the room. It's a nice, you know, provides a bit of ambience. Okay, we're stopping you. That was amazing. Okay, first one worked. Here we go. Up next, fire animation. Oh, it's working. That's nice. What is that? It's a fire, I guess. Good work, fire animation person. That is delightful. I am using the original file names people sent in. So if you're waiting to see if your code appears, if you've renamed my sample code into some kind of unique file name, then you'll see them pop up as I run them. If you didn't, if you left it the generic name, I've picked a name which I think describes what you claim your code will do. And so I think fire animation from memory, I named it that because whoever wrote this had left it with the default name. But that's very cool, very, very cool. Nicely done. I mean, it's no Fanimator, but it's good. Okay, up next, what we got here? Fireflies. Oh, that's nice. I assume they're fireflies moving around in a random pattern. It's pretty cool. Good job, Fireflies. Nicely done. Okay, moving on. Up next. Maybe run in tree.py. Oh, this is terrifying. No. Nah. NumPy. Can't multiply sequence by non-int of type NumPy. Okay, NumPy is installed, but something has gone wrong with that there. We got next. Octahedron Rotation. Here comes oh my goodness. It's a rotating octahedron, I guess. No way. I guess it's... Okay, I'm going to pick a color and follow it. So if I pick the green, no, there's like an orange, red. Oh, it's just changing colors. I think this looks like it's based on my rotating plane, but it's multiple colors and they change whenever the plane moves through them. And I can count 1, 2, I can't, because an octahedron, what have we got there? We've got 6 corners, so there could be 6 different colors, maybe. 8 faces, hence octahedron, but I think that's really nice. I like that one. That's good. That's in second place behind oh my goodness, I didn't even notice it's printing out all the coordinates as it goes. Nice touch. Thanks for doing that. That's, I don't know, what I enjoy looking at more. I can look at the coordinates coming out, or I can look at the... there you go. Okay, enough of you. Okay, Up next, what do we got? Painful to view. Painful to view. You're not kidding. Claims it's running. So the person who wrote, oh, there's like one LED on. What is that doing? They're not kidding when they say painful to view. There's a single LED down there. I don't know, maybe it's the first one in the sequence. It could be LED 0. It's cycling through colors. And that's it. So painful to view, I'm afraid, was boring to view. But thanks for trying. Okay, up next, purlin. It's a type of noise. So I guess this is a random noise generator. Wow. I mean, technically, this could be random noise, and there's a tiny statistical probability that we're just getting all zeros. Can't rule that out. So it could be working as intended. Feels very unlikely. I think it's broken somehow. But it is running, it's just not displaying anything. I said, oh, wait, it ran and then stopped. Oh, well, it was short-lived. Okay, anyway, up next. Rainbow and fireplace. Oh, I split this into 2 files. So someone, there was a bit in there we had to comment a bit out to do the 2 different versions. And so I regret doing that. I went in, and so this is the rainbow one first, I guess. Oh, that's nice. Psychedelic, but nice. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's in your face. Actually, on screen, because I can see the screen on my camera, it looks a bit better than in real life. It's very, but on the screen, maybe it's because it's tiny, it looks better. There you are. So that's rainbow. Shall we stop that? My goodness. And let's see, I assume there. And fireplace. Oh. The same NumPy problem. Starting to feel like it might be my fault. Okay, moving on. Rehoboam. Oh. That's cool. What is it? It's just like red dots moving around. It's nice. If you coded that one, very enjoyable. I like what you're doing. Bizarrely, that could be the fireplace one that we didn't have a second ago. So I totally would have accepted that as fireplace, but there you are. That's cool. I don't know what it's doing. Thing is, like that could be a really clever implementation. Like some people did Game of Life, some people did all sorts of cellular autonoma, random noise. I think somewhere in here there's like a smart snake where it plays a game of Snake, but automatically. So this could be one of those things, but my tree is just so low resolution that it doesn't work. There's a sentence I was about to say I didn't think I'd ever use, but it's pretty predictable I would have used that. Okay, RGB spheres. Here we go. Yep. Now, here's one of the problems with RGB values. Whoa, oh, that's happening. A lot of RGB colors look very washed out. And when I wrote my original code for the tree, I had to write my own fading setup, right? So in the software, I wanted to light LED up and then fade it down. And I just took it in a straight line from that RGB color back to the origin of all zeros. Which works, but you go through some weird colors. There's a whole world of color, like theory and perception and stuff that I didn't go near. Oh, that's nicer. Those colors are good. And so often, if you're just naively approaching RGB as a mathematician, you get some strange colors, you get unnatural color progressions because you're thinking about them as a 3D point or as just 3 separate values and then moving around and changing them as such. And you're not factoring in how humans would actually perceive those colors or how RGB LEDs would actually display them. I'm sure some people did. I did not. Anyway, that's lovely. That's very nice. Good job, RGB spheres. Okay. Moving on. Here we go. RGB spheres again. Is it the same file? It's the same file. I'm sorry. So so problem is I've got a GitHub and people would email me files. And so I just accidentally got this one twice. And so someone did point out, because I've got a GitHub so I can put code I want to share on there. I don't really actively look after that. Like I check in and I see what people are doing, but I'm not GitHub fluent. A friend of mine Oliver, who's helped out with a lot of my programming, is now helping me keep an eye on the GitHub, because people are putting in pull requests and stuff, and they put a lot of work into things, and I'm just letting them languish like in GitHub purgatory by ignoring them, and that's not fair. People put in work, they should, it shouldn't just sit there with nothing happening to it. So I'm going to be better now at responding to stuff on GitHub, which is to say, Oliver is. Some of that flashing, by the way, is if the current draw, the energy draw exceeds what my power supplies can serve up. And then you get this weird strobing effect where there's not enough juice to go around. Just so you know. It's not necessarily, people haven't necessarily programmed something flashing like mad. It's just my terrible power supplies. Okay, coming up on salesman. This is a traveling salesman problem simulation. Board is not defined. No. So that'll be part of the code designed to interact with sending the stuff to the LEDs. You've got to import a board, and someone has broken that part of the code. I'm very sorry. Okay, up next, Sipinski Triangle. Now that jittering, that's the power problem I mentioned before, so ignore that. I did in the code tell people to keep the total brightness down, but I can see Sipinski. I'm convinced it's in there. I'm going to stop that because it's not doing good things for my power supply. Simplex noise. No module found, open simplex. So that feels like a user written one. So maybe they wrote that and it's not imported somehow. That's a shame. Okay, up next, here we go. Singing tree. Singing tree. No module name sound file. I bet that was like a stereo equalizer effect, where you'd play music or something and this would move up and down. And a lot of people requested that, and I didn't do it originally because I didn't have a way, there's no microphone or anything rigged up in my Raspberry Pi, so I couldn't find a good way to get an input. And there are ways I could do that, but I couldn't do it just the way things were. I'd have to find a way to either get a microphone input or put sound files on there, and then you've got to sync them up with playing them somewhere else. I didn't do it. So thank you very much. Someone has written, I would assume is an equalizer thing for a singing tree, but I've not supplied. I said no supplementary files. That'd be really cool. Anyway, up next, we've got smart. Oh, this is the smart snake. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. It's going to play snake on its own. It's running. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's amazing. So this is actually working. So you'll see like a dot will light up somewhere, and then the snake will go and get it and eat it, and then it gets a little bit longer. It's running quite fast, so it's a little hard to spot. But if you watch it carefully, somewhere in the 3D tree, a light will turn on, and then the snake will get there to eat it. And then the colors seem to track back along the snake. That's so good. Because now there's a long chain of LEDs, which are the snake, which are totally separate from the long, oh, it's restarted, from the long chain of LEDs that are the wire. Don't know why I find that so pleasing. Oh, that's really good. That's great. It's going to loop again in a second. You know what? I've finished my coffee. There's dregs. I'm going to get a beer. Watch the snake for a second. That's so good. What do we fancy? I mean, this is my genuine night's entertainment. That's me trying to find a bottle opener. It's me finding a bottle opener. I hope someone walks into the room right now while you're watching this and you're staring at a screen watching what, to the untrained eye, just looks like a terrible Christmas tree with bad, inconsistent lights. When in reality, it's a game of Smart Snake that just reset. There you go. Look at that. There's the dot. It goes and eats it. Ah, Fanimator. I think it was Fanimator. Equal first. Equal first. That's amazing. Okay. Up next, what do we got? Sync to intro. Oh, okay. This is the one exception I made. Someone downloaded. Well, they didn't download. They ripped my theme song, the new mixed version, from the beginning of the video. Howard Carter, my music person, puts a lot of effort into ridiculous remixes of the stand-up mass theme. And so this person here, so if the code works, it should blink 4 times and you start the theme song on the implied 5th blink. So let's just see if it runs first before we get too excited. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel it. Okay, what am I gonna do now? So I'm gonna run it again. And I've then got to play the song. So I'm going to play it in the room so I can enjoy it. If it doesn't get picked up off my mic, I'll edit it in afterwards. But I'm trying to avoid having to edit this video because I'm a man of finite free time. So here we go. I'm going to play it again, and then I'm going to go start the song on the 5th one. So here we go. Play. Cue up the song. I think I got it. I think that's matching. It's nice. It's building something. It's just doing that. Oh, it broke! It broke! It broke! Ah. Argument 3 of type. That's really disappointing. That was going so well. I'm very sorry whoever wrote that. We tried and it failed. Okay. Let's not mourn it for too long. On to the next one. Tree color rotate trickle. List assignment index out of range. Yep, that's someone who's not tested their code properly. So someone who very much programs the way I do. There you are. I'm very familiar with that. Okay, MIDI. I don't think this is going to work. No. I did install Mido. Obviously it's not working. So this was meant to be able to take a MIDI track and then play it on the tree. I might have a play with that later to see if I can get it working. Great idea, really good idea. Okay, up next, polar coordinates. Oh no, wait, NeoPixel is not defined. So someone's broken the code there. Okay, here we go. 3D Fire, done by Manuel. I mean, it is 3D. It's very much at the bottom of one of those Ds. Oh, here it comes, it's coming up. That's nice. I mean, yep, it is. That's probably a nice one. You just leave that, sorry, that flash was again the power problem. Now the whole tree's on fire. I was about to say, you just leave this one ticking over in the corner, in the background. That's nice. Good work, good work. Manuel. Up next, what do we got? We're nearly halfway. Oh my goodness. 3D Fire, is that a different, I think it's a different 3D Fire. Nope, same 3D Fire, Sorry about that. Loaded it in twice with slightly different file names. 3D Spin. Ooh. What is that doing? The plane, so my plane rotates just the one way around. This one, I think the plane that's rotating is moving. Looks a lot like the spinning octahedron we saw earlier. That's nice. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. Again, I feel like my tree has not got enough LEDs to do some... Oh, and it's printing the coordinates. It is the same one. Could you just let me know? I should pay closer attention to that. Okay, up next. Here we go. What do we got? Bezier Comets. Okay. I guess it's a dot move. It's a comet moving around. Well, that's fun. I mean, it doesn't look quite as good on screen. That's very much a 3D effect. You can really see a thing moving around in the tree. From your point of view, obviously a lot of it is obscured by the branches, which I could fix just by knocking it, and it wouldn't have these on it anymore. Okay, enough of that. Up next, what do we got? Bubbles. Nope, inconsistent use of tabs and spaces in indentation. I am not touching that. There you are. Oh, awkward. Okay, up next. Christmas lights -CA. Nope. No module named SciPy. They must have not imported that correctly. Okay, up next, because I did install it. Candy cane. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Don't know quite how to describe that. It is what it is. There you are. Good work. Love what's going on there. That's one of my it's top 5 material, that one, definitely. Okay, up next, what do we got? Cellular Autonomer. Wow, they're a bit shy. Preceding pre-computed neighbor list. That's not promising. God, see, some people got very ambitious with their code, which I absolutely salute. The whole notion of giving it a go, obviously, big fan. Color orbs. Oh yeah. Well, they're moving around. Oh, that's cool. There's different patches of color, and then they move around the tree. That's nice. Top 5 material. Man, we're gonna have a lot in the top 5. There's just so many that are top 5 material. Okay, up next, what do we got? Color swap. Oh wait, what's not defined? Blend is not defined. There you are. You tell me. Color waves. Here we. Oh, nice. Oh no, the waves move around in the tree. That's cool. Well, here comes a green one. It started looking like the most Christmassy tree this Christmas tree has ever Christmas treed. Comes another wave. That's nice. Thing is, some of these effects look good in short bursts, so they work well in this video, and others are slow. But that's probably good. You'd want to just leave your tree doing something like this in the background. That's lovely. Good work. Congratulations, whoever coded color waves. Up next, what do we got? Contagion. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, it must be a simulation of an infectious color. Oh, that's nice. So it looks like a color starts somewhere. Here we go. And then infects its neighbors. I suspect there are a lot of, there goes again. I think there are a lot of settings behind the scenes where you can change how infectious it is, how many neighbors get infected, that kind of thing. So it's very much a pandemic themed tree. That's great. Good work. That's really nice. I'm enjoying that both on an aesthetic and conceptual level at the same time. Great work. Okay, up next. Oh, different fire effect. This one by someone named Andrew, which I know is Andrew Taylor, who it's running. Oh, look at it go. So Andrew Taylor, I've done a bunch of stuff with over the years. You will have seen them. They are in the Domino computer video and loads of other things I've done. And they helped me, they coded the online spreadsheet converter that takes a photo and turns it into a spreadsheet, which is like one of my highest viewed videos is me doing a stand-up routine about spreadsheets, and it's based on this process where I did it manually, but then Andrew coded this all up for me, which is why there's now an online version for turning photos into spreadsheets. And they've made this fantastic fire effect. There you are. It jitters around at the bottom and the rest is on fire. Good work, Andrew. Love what you're doing. Okay, up next, what do we got? Another fire. A lot of people did fire-based things. Yep. That's, okay, my tree is not doing that justice. There's lots of flickering and then you get the wisps going up. And so, again, better resolution tree. I've got to get a better resolution tree. I think that would be, even with this level of tree, that's pretty amazing. I'm enjoying that. That's nice. People, you've gone all out. I only wish I had more hours in my life to have done all this code justice that people have sent in. I'm so sorry I can't debug and go through it and get it working properly if it's not, because it's just so nice. I'm always amazed by what the community of people who watch my videos do. They're so good. Okay, up next, what we got? fireworks. I wonder if that's meant to be fireworks. Or could be wok themed. Here we go. No. Inconsistent use of tabs and spaces. Oh, awkward. Okay. Inconsistent use of woks and works. Okay. Hue Shifting Helix. Yep. It's a hue. I'm not hugely impressed so far. So there's a few options here. The lights could be changing hue in the tree based on a helix structure, or the colors could be moving through the color space in a helix structure. Whatever, it's nice. This is like the lava lamp end of what people could do. That's good work, good work. Thanks for watching this video, by the way. I mean, I know it's not my normal style of video, but on my second channel, I do enjoy putting out quick and dirty videos. Well, quick. Ha! It took me all day to get the files lined up. And it's long. But these sorts of videos where I'm not going to edit this, I'm just going to put it all up. You know, thank you for watching this stuff. I really appreciate it. It's crazy. Kit. Haha! That better be a Knight Rider reference. Here we go. No, I thought it'd be like the Knight Rider on the car effect. ASCII print take 0. Yeah, that's a real shame. Okay, up next, Moonbeam. Yep, I mean, I guess that's the moon. That's nice. Yeah, maxing out my power supplies. Thank goodness there's not many LEDs at once. And it's moving around. Okay, so I think a sphere is moving around in the tree and all the lights within that sphere, the moon, are lighting up fully bright. But then there are red on some... Okay, the red effects could just be there's not enough power for all of them. Which is why if there's if you ask too many LEDs that are on the same power supply to go full bright, the color starts full bright, but as you go down the chain, they get dimmer and dimmer. The wires in these are quite thin, and I've not got enough power supplies to have them all fully bright at once. So I think actually that redness is my poor wiring, and the cool color moving around is the person's code. So great work there. What we got next? Here we go. More planes. That's what I say. More planes. I had a lot of planes. Always have more planes. It's a lot like cowbell in that regard. There's a lot of planes. So many, it's hard to distinguish what's going on. I think this is also, it might be a victim of the color space problems as well. It's good though. I'm enjoying that. It's nice. It's definitely doing what it's meant to be doing, which is all we can ask for in life, isn't it? Nathan. This is either written by someone called Nathan, or it's an effect that's Nathan-y. Here we go. Ah, that's as Nathan-y as I've ever seen. Was that it? Displaying Matt Parker's head. No, that's, I mean, kind of. Displaying pie. Kind. Maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong angle. No, what's it doing now? Displaying humble pie. No, I mean, I think someone's loaded up a bunch of images, and it's just trying to show them one at a time. They must have hard-coded these in. That's amazing. You know, apparently that's the front cover of my book. I could be convinced that's what it is. Playing video. I was doing something. I did consider, because a lot of people were like, can you play Doom on it? Which I thought about. And I seriously considered doing like a Rickroll, where I could just load up sequential frames. But it's really hard to do, because the direction you're looking at it makes such a big difference. I don't know how many people watched, if you're a Patreon supporter, when I did everyone's names in the tree, I made like 2 different behind the scenes videos on that, where I explained how I got it to display text. And a lot of it comes down to you've got to code it for one specific vantage point. Done. There you are. Good work. Nathan. Or Nathan. I don't know. I enjoyed that. So yeah, it's really, I mean, doing videos is a whole different beast. I played with it ever so briefly, only really got it working for letters being displayed. Maybe in future, we'll look into that some more. Okay, oh, more purlin noise. No, oh, same code, same problem, same code. Here we go. Plasma, oh, also by Manuel. Good work. Whoa. I mean, plasma. Is it moving? I feel like it might be moving. Can't tell, but it's nice. It's pretty. Okay, up next, what we got? Here, another plasma. Is that the same one? Oh, I must have got all of Manuel stuff twice. Sorry about that. Okay, 10 to go. Hypercube. Hypercube. This is genuinely how I'm spending my evening. This is my time off. I'd believe that's a hypercube. What do you reckon? Do you think that's so it's either so the question is it doing a projection or is it doing slices? I'm erring on that slices through a 4D cube. I mean, I like it. Again, I like that conceptually. I'm quite enjoying it from an aesthetic point of view as well. Oh, there's a bit up there. Big fan of 4D cubes, as we know. It's definitely doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is the best review I can give. There you go. Okay, here we go. 9 to go. Radial sine waves. Yep. Oh, no, there are. Oh, again, that's the power. Yeah, there's definitely sine ebbing and flowing going. I guess it's radial. Is it coming out from the trunk? I mean, I'm enjoying it. Again, kind of in the lava lamp category. That's nice. Good work. Whoever did radial sine waves. Okay, up next. Sphere. Punchy name. Yep. Well, they're going in. Huh. One of the first bits of code I wrote, and you'll see it a few times in the main video, the original one on my main channel, was RGB, literally one's R, one's G, one's B, spheres emanating out of the very middle. It was a nice programming challenge, and someone's done a very similar thing here, but it looks a bit nicer. Nicer colors. I really enjoyed programming that, so I hope whoever did this had a good time, and good results. Nice. Okay, home stretch, here we go. What we got? What we got? Casio Amador. Ah, they've either incorrectly imported or broken their code for SciPy. Very sorry. Up next, spin sine XY. I don't know if that's what I feel like that's not what it's meant to be doing. I feel like that's broken somehow. Oh, it stopped. That was it. Should we do it again? Here it is again. Ta-da. Okay, up next, spiral. I mean, it could just be a very, very small spiral. Oh no, here we go. Variable reference before assignment. Whoops, classic. Classic. Tetrahedron. Nice running. Sometimes they got to do a lot to start before it kicks into the code proper. So like the fire one from Andrew took a while and then it started running. So it's doing a bunch of prep work. This one, I think it's just broken. It's caught in a loop or something. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Out you go. Okay, here we go. We got 3 left. Only 3 left. Okay, the last 3. Here we go. Coming in at third last is worms. Worms. No, I remember because I named this one. Oh, there it goes, it's working. See, that was one that just took a while to load up and now it's going. I remember this because it was the person who made this just used the default file name of my sample code and I renamed it worms. So that's nice, look at it. There's worms. I mean, I'll say this, it's no snake. And in fact, that's just a general good rule for life. Worms, they're no snakes. That's true both of actual creatures and lighting effects, but that's nice. Look at it, you can see the ones which are like a large structure moving around, like the moon one, like snake, like worms, work really well. I find them particularly pleasing. And then the other ones like fire and the kind of lava lampy ones, they're really good fun too. Worms, that's good, that's good. Good job, worms person. What you lack in file name creativity, you make up for in programming. Okay, 2 to go, here we go. Brain network. Oh, so this is someone did this based on their PhD research and they sent through loads of details, which are not gonna be in any way evident when I run this. It's displaying a chosen setting spiral. I mean, I didn't touch it, but there's loads of settings you can change, and they were doing a bunch of research into brain networks, and oh, I'm really sorry, it's not doing anything. Oh, I'm sorry. You put so much effort into this, but hopefully you'll get a doctorate. I mean, I know that's not the same as seeing your code run in a video on my second channel, but as a consolation prize, a PhD is not bad. Last bit of code. Oh my goodness. What is it going to be? It is convex hull real tree. A lot of people obviously had like a sample or like a virtual tree to test their code on, and then they'd have a version for the real tree. This is the real tree version. No module named Seaborn. Ah, what a way to end. You know what? Pip 3 install. I don't think it's a standard one, so I think it's something they've written, so this is not going to work, but we'll try it anyway. The suspense. Will Pip find? It has! Oh my goodness, it's installing it. Okay, so we're installing. No guarantee this is going to work. While that's happening, a final thank you everyone who's watched this ridiculous video. Thank you everyone who sent in code, and thank you my Patreon supporters who made this possible. So I love the fact that I make these ridiculous videos and people then go away and are inspired to do this. And it cuts both ways, because I've been wanting to do this for ages, but eventually when a friend of mine, Eugenie, who I mentioned in the video, when I saw that she'd been working on a very similar project, that's what inspired me to hurry up and do it properly. And I'm inspired by everyone who watches these videos, because I'm like, oh, if I do it, I can release the video and people will enjoy it. So I'm inspired by people who watch the videos, and in turn, people who watch the videos are then inspired to try it themselves. And what a great symbiotic relationship. So thank you so much to all my viewers. Don't stress if you're not a Patreon supporter. I fully appreciate not everyone is able to do that, and watching, I mean, it's a cliche, but sharing the videos and commenting and mashing buttons and all that. Don't do it on this. This is my second channel. This is not optimized for the YouTube algorithm. Go and do that on my main channel. But all of that is absolutely amazing, and I hugely appreciate it. And it's done. Okay, so this is it. End of the video. Here we go. Last one up is convex hull real tree. I give you the convex hull on a oh. Shall we finish? Let's put animator on. Where's that? What was the name of that one? There it is. Okay, I found it. So I've actually, funny story, I got a whole separate spreadsheet that generates all the commands. My bread timer is up. I've also been baking sourdough. So we're going to end by this. Alexa, stop. And I'm going to get my bread out of the oven. You know what? I'll show it to you. And that's the end of the video. So I'm going to leave you with Fenimator, and in a moment, my bread.